All right, everyone. How's it going? I am doing an impromptu live stream. Just why not see who's available and who's not. So I'm just kind of putting it out there. I'm testing out my new ring light. I have as you can see in my glasses, I have a ring light that I'm using, and giving that a shot. It's kind of cool how I can use different colors on this ring light. Well, it's got a little remote that I got to turn the there you can. Well, wow, I need it way up so that way I can see. And there's different. Hey, Megan, make sure you don't get in trouble for that beverage. What do you mean? Like keeping the label away from the screen? I guess. So there's also some other buttons on here. Roy G bit, or yeah, red. I think I don't know. Trying to figure this out. I only used this once, not on a live stream, but just to test it out. And I don't know. It only seems to. Oh, there we go. It's kind of a. I don't like that. Oh man. Now I gotta. I gotta. Now it's green. I think I'll go back to that warm. I don't like that. That one's too blue. I gotta figure this out. I don't know. I think it's just leave it with let's see here. That's there we go. Just got to push the on button a few times. I don't know. Megan, let me know. I got you. It's understandable. I know there's a few outdoor channels that have beverages and, I mean, hard liquor. Lighting looks good. All right, thanks. The only bad thing is, I wish, in a way, I kind of wish I had contacts, but the glare from the computer. I put the light probably about the arm's reach right now. I got to be careful. I was gonna cut down some trees today, but oh, what did I do by Justin? Well, I took a coon board and he's gonna do some laser engraving on the coon board. I'm not gonna say what I'm doing on it, but if you can put two and two together, you'll figure out what I'm doing. So you got me on the TV, Megan, or on your phone? So Sawyer there, is he? You pick him up tomorrow? Yeah, I just ordered. Well, back step a few. I see. I'm going to do a project on my four-wheeler. I am going to buy a winch next week. Friday, I'm going to run into town, go to Harbor Freight, and buy a Badland 2,500-pound winch for my four-wheeler. Oh, cool. And so I ordered a bracket for it. And so sometime this week, that bracket will show up. And I'm kind of hoping that I got to run into town on Wednesday. So maybe I'll stop at Harbor Freight and pick it up. And maybe this weekend I can start working on it. And I think that'll be a fun project. I hope. I'm not real inclined to that kind of thing, but seems pretty easy. Then that way I can cut some trees down and run the cable out from the winch and pull up some logs. I'm going to buck them up into 8-foot sections that I'm going to cut. I think some of them might end up on the yard. I'll call it the landing. Big small town, small time logger, backyard logger. That'd be kind of fun to do. Get the winch all hooked up. I got the battery all charged for it. For the 4-wheeler, I just started that a little bit ago, and I'm all set. Start it right up. So as long as I keep it going here and there, starting it up, I think it'll be good. But I got to get a battery for the riding lawnmower before the lawn starts growing here in spring. But with this being an impromptu live stream, I was gonna write some questions the last time. I was gonna write some questions out for people to answer. Oh, I better shut this off. But yeah, Megan, if I don't know if you know how to share this out or something, maybe some people can join me. I know there's a lot of outdoor people that are probably ice fishing now and enjoying the warm weather, especially here. I am going to share this out. I'm surprised you're not outside. I know I thought about doing the live stream outside. Maybe I still could. I could take it upstairs and go outside, but once the sun starts setting, it's gonna cool off pretty quick, and there's a slight breeze, and I just feel comfortable down here. Once I'm done with this, I'll turn the TV on and watch some how-to videos. I want to change the oil on my 4-wheeler also coming up, so I'll do a little search on that, how to change the oil in a 4-wheeler. Well, I shared it out. Who else is it? Who else is here? I don't know. One is probably you. It just seems like when there's I don't know if it's just you or if it's someone else or if it's my computer, my laptop saying that that's one. I'm not sure. So if you are that second person that's in on this live stream, give me a thumbs up. Let me know who you are and where you're from. And I'm just kind of hanging out. I should be doing something outside, but well, thanks. Yeah, it's yeah, you did a pretty good job. Nice and straight. He stood behind me and actually did it too. He kind of off to the side. He took the clippers and trimmed it up, squared it up. He didn't do nothing here because that's I didn't want nothing done with that. He didn't do anything to my mustache because I didn't want nothing done with that. Um, so yeah, my it's kind of going to be a transition from trapping into a little lull period for until it starts really warming up. And once May gets here, I'll be looking for, oh, I guess I could start looking for antler sheds too in the next couple days or something. But look for those. And once weather starts warming up, mushrooms and pheasants, or yeah, mushrooms in general, but morels and um, pheasants back. And what other ones do I pick? Puffballs. Hey, there's 4 people here. Let me know with the people that are in here. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know who you are, what state you're from, or what city. If you want to let me know. If not, that's fine too. Leave a comment. Oh, now there's one person here. So, oh, who knows? Maybe they're bots too or something. But yeah. So gonna be a little lull. So I got some ideas of what I want to do in between that. Like I want to do a 4-wheeler project with the winch and doing that little thing with the coon board that my wife's cousin is working on. He's going to do something for me, and that should be kind of fun. Nice little impromptu video there per se. Chris, yeah, whatever. Um, yeah. So 3 people here. Thanks for tuning in to my live stream. One is my daughter. She's watching from where she's at and just checking things out here. And I put a post on my YouTube channel in the community page and about if I should do now 4 people in here. Where do you see that, Megan? I gotta go to that and see what. Ah, oh, darn it. Go to my channel and go to my. Yeah, there's 3 people here. I see it now. I didn't know if it just showed it up on. Oh, no, yeah, now too. I shared it on Facebook, so I'm kind of hoping some of the people that are watching or see this on Facebook will tune in. I don't know, something to do on a Sunday. I know a lot of people get together with family and things like that. And maybe I'll do this for about 2 hours, go to 5 o'clock or so, 4:30. We'll see. Depends on how many people come in. Normally, when I decide to end or come close to ending the live stream, there's a lot of people that come in that want to be part of it. And hopefully, some people that want to be a part of it are able to tune in sooner. But yeah, So I'm looking forward to doing the the four-wheeler project. What else? Cutting some trees down. Um, in spring or summer, I want to work on. We have a walkway in between our garage and house that's put down with pavers. I want to take all those out, reinstall them. Nick Klein, how are you? How's it going? How are you feeling, bud? Yeah, I hope you're feeling better. I'm just talking about some things I'm going to do in my downtime. I guess I wanted to get up north beaver trapping, but time's getting away from me. It seems like, and free time, and I don't have any supplies for beaver trapping. I don't want to borrow anything from anybody. I want to buy the stuff myself. And getting back to healthy, that's good. I want to make the stuff myself. If those of you that tune in that knows anything about trapping, I want to make my own drowning rods. I want to buy my own traps. I've been offered, but I just don't feel comfortable um, borrowing stuff from people. It's not a pride thing. It's just I don't know what to call it actually. Stubbornness, maybe. Um, I don't know. I just want to do my own thing on my own and have it come full circle. If I have my own stuff, travel up there. If I do catch some animals, that's another step I completed on my own. And skinning and selling or tanning, that's everything. I like the full circle of projects. But like, well, Nick, when I was talking, I got some projects to do. I ordered a mounting plate for a winch that, yay, 5 people, 4 now. I should get off of that. Just not worry about the people coming in, but it's yeah, I bought the mounting plate, probably buy the winch this week sometime, and then work on it this weekend. Should be fun. And getting back to those pavers, I'm gonna reinstall those. I'm gonna take them out and then dig it out, the base, put a good base in, put some 3/8 gravel for a base, pack it down, tamp it down, maybe even dig it a little deeper and pack it down, and then level it out, and then put the pavers back on. And I don't know if I want to put them tight. I probably should put them tight, that way less well, there's still going to be grass growing in between and ants and things like that, but hopefully it'll. I don't know if I should do it if I do that, the wood path, I'm going to tear it out and actually pour concrete. I i don't know. It's a cool idea. I like the sound of the kano as you're walking on it, but right now it's heaved so much. I don't know if the concrete would do that either, but I doubt that it would. But I don't know. That's a big project too. I want to have the windows replaced in the house too. Those need to be replaced. There was so much frost when it was so cold out those couple weeks. It it's that shouldn't be. Oh, and I just noticed this afternoon, I was in the garage. I bought a junction box for another light. I could install that sometime this week, maybe. We'll see. And then I'd like to install a light in the gable over the driveway or over the overhead door. That way I can light up the driveway if I don't like the driveway being dark for some reason. See how many people responded to no one. My my post on Facebook, no one. Yeah, my wife and I, before we went to her cousin's place to have that project started, we went to the outpost. That was a lot of food. It not quite sitting right. I had onion rings and I don't know. I'm not in. Told her last week or the week before I'm not into burgers anymore, and here I am. I ate a burger. Shame on me. I should have just ordered wings and been done. So, Nick, if you're still here, what kind of plans do you have for around your place this this new season, the spring season and summer season? I guess that could be I guess a title or a question for everyone. What big plans do you have for around your houses for the summer, spring and summer that you want to get accomplished or like to get accomplished? Megan, what about you guys? Any particular thing? How does Michael like his lights in his garage? Or is that what he's working on now? Dead silence. No one's. Who's there's so far there's Nick, I think, and Michael wants to add fencing so Buster can free roam and wants to take the gravel out. Yeah, that's a cool project. Big project. What kind of fence? Like a picket fence kind of a thing, or a nice, obviously a nice looking fence. He did the lights last week. They are so nice. The garage is so bright now. What kind of did he do those panel lights like I have in the garage? Oh, that'd be cool. That would be really cool. Gas and water line. I'm assuming it's insulated. The garage is insulated. Oh, they're strip lights? Huh. I like those panel lights that I got. Those they're about the size of my hand. There's three of them. I think I want to get the ones that have five. But you can send it now. I can look at it now. I suppose this is a bad time to have a live stream. There's probably people getting ready to eat supper, like in the eastern states. They're like 4:45 there, 3:45 here, getting ready for supper or watching the Olympics, or not everyone watches YouTube like I do. That's really the only thing I ever watch. Can't learn anything watching sitcoms. You can laugh, I guess. But oh wow. Yeah, that really wow, they're skinny. Skinny lights. That's skinny lights. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Huh. That's cool. What's Michael doing to his truck? I see he's got his hood up. Tristan Capra just prepping dinner and out and watching. Well, cool. What's for dinner? Beef? I had a big lunch, so I'm probably more than likely not going to have supper tonight. It's going to be a long time till supper tomorrow night, but I gotta let the food in me. I gotta let her let my body purge a little bit, if you know what I mean. I shouldn't have been eating that stuff. I'm on the carnivore diet, and I've been on it 2 years now. Megan, can you believe it's 2 years since I started that carnivore diet? I need to really get hardcore on it once again. What I did plan on going for a walk tonight. Maybe I still could after this. What, the other dogs in heat or what? He was fixing his coolant leak in his truck, and now he's putting his fender back on his truck. And now he's going to fix his brakes. Busy man, he is. Yeah, Nick chasing dogs around. That's funny. What kind of dog you have, Nick? My daughter, they have a chocolate lab, a very needy chocolate lab. Beautiful dog, though. The perfect, good characteristics of a lab. And Macy, my son and daughter-in-law's dog, it's a nice lab too, a black lab. It's very mild mannered. I mean, that dog is something else. He's an English lab. Oh man, our neighbors have an English lab too. What a what a brute, a male. I mean, the head is probably that. I mean, it's a big noggin. It's unreal. Oh yeah, I got you. I they the neighbors have two labs. I think one's an American, the yellow lab is English, but the chocolate lab, the American lab, he's pretty stocky too for an American lab, tall and just a big dog. Two shot collars, and he doesn't give two shits. Oh man, I cleaned out my car, vacuumed it, and wiped it. Uh, where's my detailed stuff? Oh cool. I need to do. I clean Megan. I cleaned my truck out, and did you see my reel? I found my glove, my leather glove that I lost. So I have two complete sets of winter leather gloves now. I did a carnivore for 8 months last year and lost 15 pounds. Never felt better. I will definitely have to get back on it. Oh my gosh. It is, Tristan. That is, in a way, that was a lifesaver for me because I was to the point where I was big. And a friend of mine said to his wife, I did watch it, and you laughed. He was talking to his wife, and he asked her if he should say something because of my weight, because he was concerned, you know, concerned for my health. And at that point, when I lost, I almost lost. real close to 100 pounds that I lost. I gained some back, unfortunately, but this doesn't help. I shouldn't be drinking this, but it's I gotta I'm doing it in moderation. I don't This is the first beer I had, well, except for last night. First beer I bought and drank at home here in probably a couple months. I I really don't drink, so it's kind of a treat for me to have something like this. Six people here. I feel like you've been on it longer than 2 years. Yeah, once you and mom got back from your trip, your first trip, that's when I said enough's enough. Quit buying milk, quit buying this, quit buying that. I did it cold turkey. And yeah, that's that's cool. I'm happy that I took the initiative to do something. It got me more energy. At first, it was kind of I was sluggish because they call it the carnivore flu because your body's not used to not having sugar for one, and it's uh, it's all combobbled or messed up. Is trying to reprogram itself, I guess, in a way. Oh my gosh, did I sleep? Now, not so much, but a couple, maybe a month into it, month, 2 months, I'll say, I slept through the night like you wouldn't believe. Um, when I was laying in bed, I would exhale, and at the very bottom of my breath, I would have a wheeze. Whatever arrows in my lungs that I would exhale, I'd wheeze. It would drive me nuts because I'd hear it every time I'd exhale. And once I went to this carnivore diet, I I slept better. I quit wheezing, and I had a little bit of issue of acid reflux. Sometimes through the night, I would wake up coughing, and I inhale a little bit of that whatever's in my esophagus. I don't have that anymore. That stopped. My joints felt better. My mental clarity was a lot better. I mean, there's a big list of things that made me feel better because of going on the carnivore diet. I like topics like, or there's no topics to this live stream. I like getting off on a little bit of a tangent, and then you try to think how you started the conversations. It's kind of fun, actually. Yeah, there's so many benefits to it. It's like right now, at that restaurant, I had onion rings. That's all I'm burping up. I don't really care for that. It's I could have quit eating them, but I don't like wasting food. It's just I don't know. I just don't like doing that. Like I said, this is a little bit of a treat. I think two more up in the fridge, and I probably won't have them for quite a while. I want to stay busy. Like I said earlier, I want to possibly cut some trees down sometime this week. I don't know, depending on how long I work, which kind of sucks too. Man, oh man, well. Oh yeah, I wish I had more time, but um, just looking at my yeah, I know around here there's Tristan. Where are you from? I don't remember. My that the carnivore diet ain't really helping with was my memory. I think I don't know where you're from, but around here I just looked on Facebook that I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, sweetie. Um, Sturgeon spearing is going on, and there's quite a few sturgeon that been Canada. Huh, cool. Yeah, there's quite a few people I know from Canada through YouTube. Channels are Backwoods Barbarian. Now it goes by Daniel Sturge / Backwoods Barbarian because he's using his first name now. Tubby Guy Outdoors, um, Camel Cowboy, well, it's, Remy Odd Jobs with Remy. I forget what the heck is his last name. I don't remember, but there's Living Different. I don't know her. I know of her just because of her homesteading channel. Um, yeah, Living Different. Who else is up there that I watch? Oh, I don't. He's too big for me to know or him to know me, but um, my Self Reliance, Sean James. He's on. I watch him. I've been watching him for about 7, 8 years now. I think pretty much since he started. He built a smaller cabin, which looked like fence posts, like the wooden treated fence posts. I think that's what they look like to me. I don't know if that's what they are. I don't know. Maybe with the amount of people in here, maybe I'll just do an hour. I'm 35 minutes into this live stream, so I'll keep jabbering as much as I can, and maybe there's other people that'll come in and uh, sit and want to talk, and if they want, maybe it'll go a little longer. I'm not sure, but I'm sure someone will comment, "Oh, I missed another one. You gotta post when you're gonna do it." Well, you can't really post an impromptu live stream. Someday I'd like to get like a camera, a web camera, a better web camera. Maybe hook it up to my computer here, laptop, just for a better um, video. Looking into the screen right now, I can see this not the very best, and I'm not paying for a higher quality um, resolution on this live on StreamYard. So I guess it is what it is. I had one once before. I don't know what was wrong with it, but maybe I just didn't understand it. So that's why I took it back. But there's some things I need to do this year too is do some European mounts. I have a friend of mine. He gave me a coyote skull. I have the coyote skull from my coyote that I caught. I want to do that. And my nephew's buck, I got to do that. I think I want to put in an evergreen tree, tie it off so it doesn't disappear anywhere. I did that to this one right behind me. I skinned it out and put it up in I guess patterning, maybe more BBs and more powder, quicker, um, hits harder, I guess. But I could go back to what my grandpa had said that time when he and I went rabbit hunting. Told him I was going to go rabbit hunting, and I have my 20 gauge, the one I use in my videos, I had that one, and that's all I knew people to use. I've used a 410, and that's a little hard, or yeah, it's difficult to get a rabbit with. Hey, Zach, you did impromptu litter patrol this morning at the Little Man Talk I for 2 gallon. Impromptu litter patrol, just like my impromptu live stream. But Tristan, getting back to your question, I when we were ready to head out, my grandpa grabbed his 12 gauge shotgun, and I said, "You're taking a 12 gauge?" He goes, "You better believe it. I want to make sure I get him." Well, I guess if I really want to get a rabbit, I guess I should take a 12 gauge next time. Get I the way he said it. Better believe it. I miss that guy. Well, Zach, thanks for stopping in. Oh, I better hide this label because my daughter said something. Be careful how you show that label. I might get in trouble. I'm like, okay. Apparently, on TikTok, if you show a label of something, they take down the video or whatever. Yeah, I have TikTok, but I don't know. I think I might just get rid of that too. It's kind of cool, but it's amazing all those troll channels or pages that follow. It's like some of them, it's like go to their thing and delete them from them following me. It's just, well, I think it's, what is that? I'm not sure what that little, oh, cheers. Yeah, 2 mugs. I got you. But Tristan, I don't know. I guess it's all preference. Like I said, I use a 410 just for squirrels because they're a smaller animal and you can just aim it at them when they stop running around and up in the tree and hopefully get them. But for a rabbit, I think that's a lot. They're pretty quick for a 410. Well, you got to be a good shot too, but I feel that if there's more BBs, the better chance you have at hitting the rabbit. I could be wrong. I could be inadvertently blowing smoke and I don't even know it, kind of a thing. Yeah, like my daughter said, I should be doing this outside or doing something outside, like going for a walk for one. But I don't know. It's just one of the things where Sundays is kind of a lazy day. It's what it's meant to be for. It's just chill out. You know, I don't mind that. Those onion rings, that was a bad idea. Very bad idea. Burping up the, the onion itself and the grease that was fried in. Yuck. Can't believe yuck. I I don't think I'll do that again. Like I said, next time I go out to a bar restaurant, I think I'm gonna if they have wings available, I'm gonna do wings or chicken tenders. Or just I don't know, a burger wrapped in lettuce or something. And call it good. But yeah. So Zach, I get with Tristan too. Well, I'll get back to your question. Yeah, they do. Um, Zach, I got. I guess I had a question, which I was gonna make a questions list a while back when you had a question about what's your go-to gun and blah blah blah. But I was with being impromptu, I really can't have a question. I just do it. But what any big projects or something that you want to get accomplished this spring or summer around your house? That was the question I had. Mine is a bunch of things. Is cutting down some trees, a walk path that I have with pavers I'm going to do, and little miscellaneous things. But getting back to the sturgeon question, there's a friend of mine that the neighbor from up north of my mother-in-law and her husband, they go sturgeon spearing every year, and he got one. I don't remember if they posted how big it was, but there's I think a good amount of sturgeon that were speared this season so far. With yesterday, I guess the water clarity is really good, and there's a guy I follow on Facebook and friends with, not personally friends with, but anyways, his brother got one at 7:30 yesterday morning, and they have a pretty big group, and he was the first one to get one on ice. I already trimmed my maple. It was shading out the veggie garden. Yeah, there's one tree, a couple trees, one that exploded. It has a hole in about like that, big enough to almost for a squirrel to climb into, but it's cracked like 5 feet below the hole. And I think with this cold weather that we had, it cracked like 5 feet above too. So if I leave it, back mountain outdoors. Evening. Thanks for stopping in. But with that knot hole being rotted out a little bit, I'm guessing it's just going to start rotting inside the trunk. So I'm going to probably, I not probably, I will cut that down. I want to cut it down before the sap really starts to run, because that way I can cut it up, split it, and stack it in my wood rack, and it'll take. Hope it dries soon. There's some I could put inside my garage, but underneath there, I have my father-in-law when he had the house he built. Um, that was weird. That was really weird. I got goosebumps. Holy crap! I felt a cold draft on my. Oh my gosh! If you could see the goose, I got goosebumps, and it wasn't from me. The furnace didn't kick in. I felt a cool draft along my arm, my forearm. Oh, holy crap! I have. Oh, oh my gosh! I don't know if you can see. I got goosebumps. That was odd. I never. There's nothing. I don't know what I was talking about. I have no idea, Zach. I I could understand it from the last house I had, because I felt some and heard some things in that house that my son owns now. But well, I have no idea what I was talking about. That just took me off guard. Like I I can't even talk right now. That was really weird. I had that happen once, not here, but at, like I was saying, at my other house, middle of January. The house was always warm, no matter what. I hope not. I don't want to deal with that crap again. But I I I felt something that, like I said, the house was warm. I felt a cold draft come across the bottom of my animal spirits. Who knows? I felt a cold draft come across my legs. I was sitting in my chair. There was the kids were on the floor. They were in high school. They were messing around with something. And my wife came in and she goes, "Feel that draft?" I didn't say anything because I didn't want to freak people out. So what I did is I downloaded a EMF detector onto my. You picked up a dog to oh picked up dog poop today, but I downloaded that EMF detector and kind of scanned. It was like at 150, 147. I'm like, holy crap! And then I left that app on my phone, and a couple days later, I tested it once more. It was only like in the 30s or 40s. It's like, oh my gosh, that was really strange. You're getting back to yeah, the stuff to do. My homestead list never ends. I don't think any homeowner's list ever ends. Like I wanted to last year install a light on my garage in the gable end over the that looks over the driveway. I didn't do that, and yeah, I don't know why. I I took out when did I take out that tree? That was the year prior. I cut down a tree, planted grass last year. I think it was last year, and I did the fire pit. I think that no, I think the tree was the year before. Every a spruce I took out of the yard just to make the yard look bigger. And I did the fire pit area. I'll have to redo that a little bit. And I want to get that landscape glue and put that down. I want to pat down all the gravel around the fire pit so it's nice and flat and take some that landscape glue and spray it on or do something or do whatever. That way I don't like how when you're walking on that type of gravel, that pea gravel, how it, you know, it's all over the place. Yeah, right. Exactly. But my main goal is my main objective this season is that walkway with those pavers. Little things like a light. There's a light in the garage I want to install. All the wires ran. I just want to add a junction box with a light fixture. There's uh, to install another LED, those panel lights. That way, most of the garage is going to be lit up like I don't know. I have no metaphor. No, and yeah, I want it lit up real nice. So yeah, it's a bunch of little things too. I know, like this time of year, I could be cleaning the basement. I cleaned up the wood room a couple months ago. That need to get done. The woodworking room, and what I need to do in the other part of the basement is just throw stuff out. We'll be here in this house 4 years now, and there's stuff still sitting there. I that bothers me. I don't know why, but stuff needs to be put away. Random question, but how are the ticks where you're from? Springtime here gets pretty bad, especially during turkey season. Um, I really don't. A friend of mine, he goes up north and he always says, he kind of gives me a tick report, and the ticks were bad. Ticks aren't that bad, but I try to not think about it because they give me the heebie-jeebies. They have a little freaking bug that causes so much damage to people. Ugh. Oh man, I know last year when I was sitting for turkey hunting, I was sitting on the ground. I looked on I had a pair of gaiters on from Nighthawk Pro Gear. Those are pretty cool gaiters. But I looked and there's a tick crawling. Like, get off of me! I was ready to walk out right then and there. I know a fellow that pulled a monster sturgeon. That's cool. I think there's that woman, that young girl, or I shouldn't say girl, young woman that pulled out a monster sturgeon last year. I believe it was like 200 pounds, right? That was a big sturgeon. I mean, that thing was, oh, that was like, I mean, that would have been cool to see in person. So those of you that are here, I don't know, I got a ring light. I know I have lights, these type of lights up on the ceiling now. These little, here, I'll show you. I have these lights up. I took out the quote unquote shop lights, the fluorescent, and put those lights up. And without having those fluorescent lights on, it's really cozy, warm lighting. And it doesn't help with doing a live stream, but I ended up buying a ring light, like here, I'll show you, like that, just to help light up my face and things like that. So I think it works out pretty decent. It lights everything up, right? Yeah. The only thing I don't like is the glare from my laptop because um you can't see my eyes. I have well, that's like I need to read questions and things like that, but yeah, I don't know why I started talking about that. No idea. Squirrel kind of a moment. So, wow, I've been almost at this an hour and five people are here. I always try to tell myself I need to do these a little bit more on a regular basis. I know there's quite a few people that do it on Friday nights. Work is supposed to get busy, and well, it's been kind of busy. So Saturdays are gonna. I really don't like staying up late on Saturdays, or on Fridays. I don't really want to do them on Saturdays. I could do live streams on Saturdays, but I don't know. I just want to try to find my own thing. There's, like I said, other people that do live streams on Fridays. It is what it is, but I guess I have my own uh, followers that tune into me. I guess so. I need to. I'd like to get on a regular schedule of doing that and come up with questions on topics. Yeah, good thing. Yeah, good luck with your whatever's ailing you, Nick. Hope you feel a little bit better. Well, if you're doing chores, if you're doing chores, you got to do chores regardless. But well, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Um, yeah, yeah. I guess with that being said, I thought about doing this until like 5 o'clock, but I think I'll end this live stream here, and that way, and people can go about their thing, and I can putz around too, I guess. So, all right, everyone. I appreciate the ones that were here and commenting and following, and thanks to everyone whoever watches this. Thanks for following. If you made it this far, hit that subscribe, like. When you hit that like, I've noticed when you hit the like, there's a hype that comes up. Hit that. It pushes my videos out. So, all right. What gets you outdoors? Enjoy the little things.